Hello. So this is going to be my first video on the channel. My first guide video. I'm going to put up a montage today, but this is going to be a Greninja guide. Let me know how you like it. Let me know thoughts, whether you want webcam on or off. I figure webcam on would be a little bit more personal. But so I'm just going to play a game today. I got two friends with me. They're muted. You can't hear them, but I'm going to go over my items first of all. So these are my personal opinions. I run scope, most of float. A lot of people say float isn't good because it doesn't give move speed in combat, but it gives a little bit of move speed in combat, and it gives the most AD, which allows you to clear faster. And then muscle and scope are pretty self-explanatory. This is pretty much standard among all Greninjas. If you wanted to swap out your float, you could swap it for either focus or buddy. Would be my next two options. Focus spin would give you a little bit more dueling potential early, and buddy barrier just scales better late when you ult. Since Greninja, I believe, is the only ult in the game that doesn't give you a shield. But yeah, so those are items. I'm gonna jump into a game. We're just gonna be playing a standard game right now. I got two buddies with me just to try and make it, excuse me, make it a little bit easier so I can actually get the roll. Because if we don't get, this is a jungle Greninja guide too. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning, but if I don't get jungle, then it's kind of pointless here. So we'll see. And then I guess I can show stats while we wait. So I have a 73% win rate on Greninja in 82 games. This is all of these games are played in Masters because I hit Masters with Lucario and then I started on Greninja afterwards. So, and I did not start in normal games. I just went straight into rank. So that is from learning curve to not learning curve. So I'd recommend every time you get into a game, for those who don't know, go on, so you pick your Pokemon, then you hit ZL, and then if you go down here, you can choose your map path. I always recommend doing this no matter what role you play. It just allows you to just tell your team, hey, I'm gonna go here. So like, we can see our LD and Lucario going here, and we see me going mid, and then the other two would be default at the top. If you see somebody that already has center picked, do not pick center. Like, it messes up your comp, it messes up your team. If you don't put two support or tanks in the same lane and don't put two attackers in the same lane, it's really bad. And then you can just double check everything here. For movesets, I run Surf and Smokescreen. Smokescreen is just infinitely better than double team in every single way. I would like to see it change to double team. I would also like to see it change to Shuriken, because I do believe that Surf is just a better option. So this is a normal game, so it is going to be a little bit of a pub stomper. Like, me and my buddy are masters. This other guy is his friend, so he's an ultra, and then you can see our team is expert and great. So I can't move. This is one screen I wish they would fix. It's really buggy, but. So I'm gonna go over every little minute detail I do, hopefully. So right after the beginning, we take sub. We take sub so we can get over the wall. You could technically flash this wall if you're mobility-less, but it doesn't matter. Here we just stay melee range, so we get the extra damage from our autos. Usually it takes 9 hits to kill here. If you crit, it takes 1 less. And then here we attack twice to build up our boosted gauge. You don't have to hit anything to build it up. My score runner tried to take that, which would have been really bad. So normally right there, I would sub over here just to clear faster. You always want to be subbing in between camps to make you get there that much faster. Your goal time is to finish this at 9:20, but obviously that didn't happen. And Cinder also took some of my XP, which is really bad. So normally you should be 5 here, and you take smoke screen. And normally I sit in this bush, or I sit in this bush and wait for the jungler. But I see kills bot, so I'm gonna go bot here. I should be able to kill Ralts for sure. So there, I messed up my sub. I subbed a little early. whenever you sub, you get your boosted stacks back. So you can boost it auto and then immediately sub and get another boosted auto, which is what I went for there. I actually messed it up, but it ended up working. And then I tried to flash his dash, but I also messed that up, which isn't that big of a deal. So here we're just a lot stronger. He's not gonna walk up. Surf is an execute if you. Oh, this guy's dead. Surf is an execute, and then I'm just gonna get out here. If he power up once here, I'll kill. So whenever you kill somebody on surf, you do reset and you get the. This guy shouldn't be taking this, but it's whatever. You're gonna deal with this in low elo, and it really sucks. They don't know what they're doing. But whenever you kill somebody with surf, you do reset it, and then surf also heals you every time you reset it. So if you fight in Bs, you're just infinitely strong and you have heals. So their talons here. I can look for killing him. I'm level 9 here, so I have ult. A lot stronger than anybody else in the game. He's gonna fly out. Right there, I surf just to get the heal. And then your ranged autos reset the cooldown on your surf. By 1 second per auto. So there we basically, I mean, we just ulted Dread. Nothing fancy there. Here I'm just trying to reset my autos on surf, or my cooldown on surf. So when you're not in a fight, or when you're in a fight like that, and you're low HP, you want to always auto something, because every time you auto, your surf CD goes down. So it's really important in fights that even if you're not hitting a champion, like right here, if I surf and I'm range attack, you can see my surf constantly going down, and it just means it's like sometimes that can make a difference. Usually in high elo games when I'm playing with my team, you'll be bought for Dread when it spawns at 7 minutes, and then you can either, actually there's two things you can do. You can either be bought for Dread, or you can split to Rotom, because most high elo teams will send everybody bought for Dread. So you could get a split on Rotom if your team can stall the Dread fight. Here we're just being active on the map. We see him. Here, we'll take this. We'll one-shot the Cinder. Actually, he went out of range. Not sure if I missed my surf there, but this guy should die. There, we got the boosted auto, and then we smoke screen just to get the extra boosted auto. And at this point, it's almost 5 minutes, and at 5 minutes they get these pads, so they can stop any push you do. Here, Dreadnought's up, so I'm gonna reset. I'm actually gonna reset and grab blue here, just so I can clear Dreadnought faster. And something I didn't go over in the beginning because the Cinder was going is this. I surrendered. So I'll actually do. I'm gonna do another game here, since that was a surrender. It's gonna be stomps kind of regardless. Hopefully we can get a higher quality game than this. And hopefully Cinder doesn't mess up my pathing, because I do want to go over a few small details in the beginning. Let him know I'm gonna do one more. So hopefully again we do get jungle here. If not, maybe I'll do a laning guide, but this is predominantly a jungle Greninja. So we pick here. And hopefully our team cooperates with us. So the early stuff I want to go over early, it's not like the biggest deal in the world, it's not like the biggest game changing, but it will save you a couple seconds on your clear. And normally as a jungler, you have a lot of downtime in the beginning of the game. Once you do your double buffs and your double core fish, you go into mid, and you can either sit in the mid bush or you can sit like the mid bush on their side of the map, waiting for their jungler because Greninja clears so fast. Or you can sit in either the top or the bottom bush, like anticipating where the jungler's gonna go, or anticipating just like aggression. If they're pushed up, then you can obviously make the decision to gank, or you can even come from your jungle, which smoke screen. But the extra time you save by running, so I run float, most people don't, but float saves you on average about 5 seconds early game. 5 to 7 seconds, I would say, if you clear efficiently. And just saving those seconds can like make or break a gank. And then if you make or break a gank, you can break open the game really easily. So again here, we'll go over it again. You take sub, you dash the wall here. You always do melee autos because they do more damage. Hopefully we don't lose this. If you crit on any of these, you don't have to worry about it. Sometimes you'll double crit and you'll be able to save your boosted. Here I path back a little bit, so my my melee auto doesn't shoot me the other way. And then here you kite this buffalo around this way, and by the time it resets, you can just kill this fish. This is how your clear is supposed to go. You should finish your clear optimally at 9:20, which is where I just finished. We have sub here. We can look for this gank. Sometimes you can pad in. We're just gonna walk in. We get the crit there. This Ralta's already dead, but we're gonna get that. And then we're gonna get a dunk. And if you can dunk after a double click here, you're really far ahead, because this gets you almost level 6. And then you can stay around for bees here. Their frog's a bot, so bees spawn at 850. I'm actually gonna. Okay. This is like taking some resources from your team, but I think it's fine. You save for these bees. These bees gives you maybe a quarter of a level, and then you go for these quarterfish mid. You always want to do all 4, especially if you kill the enemy jungler, because this is just taking resources from the. So here, I'm just gonna do the fish. Like, you don't have to help your team here, and they should just back out because they know they're there. And then at this point in the game, you always want to do your blue buff first, because it gives you bonus clear speed on everything else. At this point, you should also be strong enough to just path down and kill it. You don't have to follow like the early pass we did. So this is a pretty normal game. This is like a very good level at this point. I'm not super over leveled. I got the double kill top, which is like happens probably more often than we'd think. I'm gonna look for this kill here, but Mr. Mime messed up area, so it's fine. I'll just go back to doing these fish. And I actually just saw Greninja top, so we're gonna go up here. He's gonna burn flash. We just stay melee range here, and then we get all 3. We get this dunk. This leaves it at 2, which is really good because now we can overcap this goal. I messed up that surf, but we basically just surfed through here. They killed the goal there, which is probably not very good because I can't imagine he had a lot of points. I'm actually gonna do this strictly because I'm gonna go kill this Pikachu to zone. So I'm just stealing jungle here. They killed Greninja, so they shouldn't be able to do Dread. which was good on my team. Ideally, I would have taken this fish, but I prioritized that important buffs. We're gonna go ahead and dunk 30 here. We're at it. This crab might come up to me, which he does. So I teamed a Dread there, which is huge. And at this point in the game, you're either looking for buffs or you're looking for kills. At this point, it's good to reset. They're not pushing up. You want one of your teams to stay in every lane at this point, so they don't get free cops. I crit that, so Surf would have killed that and I would have reset it, but it's fine. What we did this game, we went for Rotom because we were just top already. Most of the time in high games, they will you'll fight for Dread there. I can look here. So I have 17. I should have dunked mine. I was trying to. What you want to do there is make sure you're not gonna overcap the, or you're not gonna cap the goal off of my 17, because they had 40 and 30. But in like a perfect situation, the Snorlax gets his 30, I get my 17, and then Cinder gets his 40. Damn. I tried to kill there. Just as a limit test, I figured that I like banked on a crit and then I banked on Surf killing, but it didn't, so it's all good though. So here we have time to do Rotom before Dread spawns. Rotom has a little bit of a spawn delay, you can see right there, which is fine. Once you hit level 13, you get upgraded Smokescreen, which gives you increased attack speed after exiting stealth, because Smokescreen gives you a stealth. So you always want to use that to clear. We're 50 points here. We just saw Gardevoir stalling this Rotom, which is fine. So we want to kind of just look here. We got a reset on the B, which is important. And we're just going to start this Dread. They're going to kill Cressel. This game's basically over at this point. As long as we don't mess up. The only way for them to get back in would be Zap. This goal, these goals are just kind of impossible to score on at this point in the game because they can just pad on top of them. So we just want to keep farming our buffs every time they're up. And if you ever need to ult in these fights, you would farm your ult here. Pikachu's gonna score, but we're not gonna let Gardevoir score. Oh. So Gardevoir should have padded over. She might not have the... Oh, it looks like she did. So here I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna grab the red since we only grabbed blue there. Or I'm gonna look bot if my team needs me. Because this Greninja's still down here. They kill him. We can kill Wiggly. We just gotta range to see. So here we're gonna go for a 50, but we're not gonna get it. Probably. Okay, we did. So if Greninja was faster, he should have definitely stopped us there. But you can see he still hasn't padded. Against a good player, you'll never get that dunk. Because as soon as he respawns, he just pads bot. But he might be looking top for Rotom here. We still have 25 seconds before Zap, so we have 20 seconds to do Rotom, which they're doing. You're very good at stealing objectives here with your ult, but I'm just gonna walk up and take it because we have 10 seconds to do it. So I'll coin flip this objective, I don't care. So now we have this threat of this Rotom pushing in while Zap is up, and we have double goals. So if I was in a 5-stack here, I would tell one of my teams to be bot to defend this goal. And I actually think it's going to be worth the score here because right here is basically a Zap score. When you have Rotom there, you're basically scoring Zap. Because your Rotom's instant and you have 50 points, so you just score Zap. They surrendered here. In this little fight here, you could see one person got low, and you surf, and it heals you, and then you reset on the surf. You kill the person, you deal damage to the other person, and you heal. And then if like in a 1v4 like that, you just kill. Obviously, I was over leveled, but you kill one person, and then you just reset surf back to back to back, and it just does a lot there. But that's like the gist of it. Obviously, I'm playing these games live. I'm not recording over like pre-made gameplay. So I'm thinking of the stuff like on the fly. I'm not really sure how to edit videos, so maybe that's something I'd look into in the future. There's also going to be montages posted on this channel. That's something that I have other people make for me. So, but if you do like this kind of video, just kind of let me know. I can work on it for other Pokemon as well. I know there's a lot of guys out there, but they might not have credible sources. I'm like top 600 right now, and that's only because in the beginning I wasn't scared to play. So I dropped down to like 900 when the LP was bad, but yeah, we wanna kind of keep this going and get into creating. So if you do like this, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you don't like it, dislike the video. I'm not a fan when people say just likes and subs and stuff like that, but we will be looking to make more content, and let me know your guys' thoughts. Thank you very much. Have a good